And last we left, a giant elemental venom in the form of a snake appears, claiming to be Isoth, she who slithers, the Serpentine Queen, and threatening to consume the domains of Aitha. Aitha, now this glowing ball of cloud, looks very much like a thunderstorm. Saint, you feel a request. Do you accept my power? Isoth swallows the sphere. You immediately feel that request disconnect.
It's going to attempt to accept the proposition.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's use the mage hand to hold that mouth open. And then she's going to take her warhammer and shove it up into the top of the mouth to prop it open so that she can
crawl in.
Yeah.
You serve a master who claims souls they have no rights to, and is going to cast a magic missile using the mirror to upcast it.
Okay.
At first level, so it'll be
Quadrupled.
Quadruple. Yes. So quadruple.
12d4 plus 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
25 plus 12 is
37.
37.
Oh, that's math.
As this Yon T sort of, seems like it's in a religious sort of trance. Magic missiles, 12 of them.
Wow. More handkerchiefs than you've ever seen in your life.
A bronze mask appears on Cristobal's face.
You feel that same connection again. Do I have permission to embody you?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Isoth begins to vomit. And that ball shrinks and disappears. But what you see is a half Lux and a half elf form sort of take its place, and it spits Saint onto the ground in front of it. And you hear Isoth say, "No, I will kill you. I will be the one who takes back this world."
You get
I'm going to
arrows.
shoot 2 arrows into Isoth.
Isoth
Great.
again begins to, and another snake comes out of its mouth, just as big and long as it, slithers out of its mouth and on the ground.
Val, when you glance over, the mirror is shaking violently, like his whole arm is shaking. And you actually see a very long, slender bronze arm come out and wrap around Cristobal's face and cover the top of his head. And the hands split open so that there's 10 different little mechanical fingers. And that, in combination with the arcane shield that he summons, is just enough to keep the maw of this demonic creature biting down on top of him.
That's some horror movie stuff.
And you hear Isoth go, "I see you, Lumbra! I see you!" You will attempt to constrict Cristobal. Nat 20.
Oh, come on!
Saint, you realize that your powers have grown. You feel cordantly joined with Aitha.
Yeah, let's use this godly power. Let's go
It's
for
your turn.
it.
Aitha seems to get hit with these lightning bolts, but as they get to the body, they sort of arc. It hurts them. It clearly burns some of that reptilian skin, but it doesn't seem like it's blowing holes through the snake itself.
Can I see what if this has any
Real
significance? This thing on the ground.
That is the ritual circle that you saw when Reinhold finished his ritual.
Does it look like it's still imbued with that ritual
It
power?
does appear to still be
You gonna go
glowing.
stand in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go stand in it.
You go unconscious, and your body begins to float in the air.
Oh no.
Isoth will. He turns into Reinhold and raises his dagger,
Oh,
attempting to stab
okay.
Saint in the chest.
You see a female bronze head come out of the mirror to where her head and her arm is sort of hanging out of the mirror and looking at you. Is everything all right? You're being constricted holding this.
Everyone else,
Android.
time stops for you.
We're kind of in a bind.
Do you require assistance?
Yes.
Very well. I think it is time that you come home. And she walks over and she reaches out and grabs you and starts to pull you into the mirror.
It crawls over to KoKo. It stands upright. Its fingers get longer and bigger, and a cage appears, and she closes KoKo in it, shrinking her down into her hand, and walks back to the mirror and begins to climb in after Gast.
Dude.
An additional one climbs out of the mirror, grows over to Val, looks at Val, seeing the mirror on its body, does the same, closing
No.
the cage and pulling him into the mirror as they jump into the mirror, and
Saint!
time begins again.
No!
Cristobal, KoKo, and Val are now missing from the battlefield.
No!
Whoa!
All that is left is Balthazar and Saint.
That was not my intention.
Though your body is not moving, you are very aware of everything that has happened. Reinhold goes for the second stab, and as it's about to hit you in the chest, Balthazar's form unveils from invisibility. I don't know who you are or what you're here to do, but this is not what I agreed to. As the blade through his chest, looking at you, and as he falls, pushes you out of the ritual circle. No, this is not how it was supposed to go! Stupid Loxodon!
I want to gather up Balthazar's body in my arms, turn
Okay.
into a lightning bolt, zap over that mirror, pick that mirror up, turn into a lightning bolt again, and zap out.
As you lightning bolt out of the sky, or a lightning bolt out of this underground into the sky, through the earth above you, out into the Hanging Gardens, and above, up into the sky, you see in the clouds above you, as you rise, a sparrow, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, with a thorny crown that appears on its head. It's lovely to see you. It's been a while.
You have more information on the Reapers.
Yes, I believe they are planning something. Something I have not yet found. I need to join with you in order for us to discover more.
You may.
I am sorry I could not be there when you needed me most, Saint.
Have you had dealings with Fershin?
My relationship with the Crossroads Demon is a bit complicated, as you will soon learn. He makes deals, and those are the sources of his power. And in this realm, for whatever reason, that seems to take hold. There is much we, the Primogeny, do not know.
Well, as I was chosen as part of the Stormborn, I think that it would be best if I...
You are no longer Stormborn.
Will they be able to get on without me?
As he's talking to you, you start to... It's like an itch. It starts like an itch at first. But then you start to hear voices. And they're distant. And as he's talking, it's sort of distracting you from his discussion with you. And you start to focus and concentrate on them slightly. And you realize there are people who are praying to you.
This is a lot for me to take in right now.
Yes.
I accepted Aether's power because I knew that I was given a choice, but it did feel as though it was the right thing to do.
Let me know when you're ready. We must sing together. Titanic walls of leafy green, among the treetops high. On whispered winds a lily floats, on a branch that fate supplied. Flower from the hanging garden, bloom of destiny. I love you, beg your pardon. Flower from the hanging garden. The sparrow begins to fade and merge with you. Now you have powers you didn't have before. Combined together, it's even more powerful than you were before.
But as you pass through the glass of the mirror and you feel yourself falling and falling and falling, and it's almost like time wraps around you like a wet blanket and is then stretched and ripped away. Open your eyes and you find yourself inside of this stone structure. You immediately remember Cristobal's tower. Gost is standing there with a tray of what appears to be different types of jello. You notice another figure, much like Gost, pass back behind her with a tray filled with a silver decanter and several glasses, and she begins to pour crystal clear water into each of those glasses. So a second Gost has appeared.
What happened? Where are we?
You are safe.
I don't know.
Ghost! Slushy!
Hi! Where is this?
Is the city of glass.
What?
This is not what I intended.
Val stands up and heads for the door.
Before you even get to the door swings open. Several large metal objects, looks like scrap that's been removed from structures, so you'll see like bits of stone and metal. The one thing that catches your eye is the figures moving back and forth as they pull these pieces of scrap out and study them. Each of these figures is either Ramhidi or Ursaka or Minotaur, but they all have half masks, bronze masks on their face. And some of them even have pieces of their body replaced with either metal, stone, or an artificial substance you don't recognize.
Where's Saint?
Lumbra.
Can we go back?
Lumbra offered us their aid, and I accepted it as I was in the wrappings of a giant snake of venom, and Saint was about to be stabbed through the chest as she floated in the air,
Is she
and her
okay?
god.
She could still be. We don't know.
I turned to Gast. Saint, why aren't they here?
She did not accept the blessings of Lumbra, as you did.
Is she dead?
I will look. And the other one that was pouring crystal water goes up to the wall, taps on it, and a small mirror about the size of its head appears, and it just sort of sinks it in.
Oh.
I was in the sky.
Oh.
I believe someone was carrying the mirror.
You no longer carry the mirror.
No, you took me through it and did not allow me to carry it.
Here,
Your
take
foot.
mine. I don't want it.
Oh,
I will give you. I know. I'll toss Cristobal the mirror.
Oh, no, I'm diving to catch
The
that.
mirror of reflected past
Oh,
that
to
I
catch
just got. Please tell me we have the boat.
Yes, I have.
Why?
Because I don't know. I don't know where Saint is. I feel like we're falling apart, so I just wanted to make sure that we have our friends. I know you didn't mean to do what you did, but it's happened again.
What?
What has happened again?
Starting to figure out, starting to get a hold on what the heck has been happening to us. And then a god comes out of nowhere and whisks us to someplace I've never been. There is monster people outdoors, and they're building. I don't know what. I feel like I'm in hell.
You're seeking control in a world where you have none. You're seeking information when you have how? You experienced it. I understand that you are confused, as we all are. But for you to just expect to understand everything that is happening in a world where people can fly, and the magic can create circles that summon people from other planes of existence, that you are not worthy of having all of that information.
I don't want all that information. I just want to know where my friends are. Are they safe? And to do something about it.
Well, what you know right now is we are here. I do not know where we are. You do not exactly know where we are.
But at least we're alive.
And I turned to God.
You have been blessed by Lumbra.
I'm not blaming you. We've been charged with protection.
I was not summoned by the goddess of storm. That is not why I came. Lumbra sent me. I have to assume, I have to believe there is a reason for this. What task does Lumbra have for us?
Lumbra has decided that this city is too small, and it must grow.
So you want us to help you build buildings? Like those guys?
And bring more
Bring more buildings.
people.
We need a moment to converse.
Very
Alone.
well. And as she walks out, she gestures towards a small little glass dome, and inside of it you see a gold chrysanthemum made of glass. She goes, "Your father left this here for you."
I slowly lift the top off.
When you lift it up off the top, you can actually hear, for a brief moment, your father's voice. "My son, it has been far too long. I wish to see you if you return to this land, but I am stuck inside of the mask, inside of Lumbra's tower."
It doesn't sound like he is a willing servant of Lumbra. Is that too much to say?
I know that he does not seem to be free.
Right. He said trapped. That's what the voice said, yeah? Trapped in the mask?
Yes. If my father is here, if my father can give us aid and advice, he will know what to do. He was the court wizard for a reason.
At this point, Gost walks back up to all of you. "I have finished the creation."
Oh,
She reaches over and she pulls open her chest cavity and extends out, and there is a small child made of metal and glass.
Oh no.
I learned this from chess. This one's name is Pawn.
Well, you asked us to gather more people to help build the city.
Yes.
How,
When will you begin?
How are we to do this?
There are many places you can go. Many mirrors you can find that lead to many other lands.
And it is from the same realm as my other mirror, so therefore I can use it to go?
As long as it is blessed.
is it blessed?
It has not been blessed yet.
Who blesses it?
Lumbra.
Where's Lumbra?
They both gesture straight ahead, and you can see that there's several towers, and there's one tower in the very center that's just a tiny bit taller than the other towers.
Half of it looks white, lit like white, and the other half looks almost dark and black.
Should we go talk to Lumbra?
I think Lumbra is the best answer.
I agree we should get to Lumbra as soon as possible, but the mirrors would need to be blessed by Lumbra, so we should
For us to
probably
get outta here.
find more mirrors so we can take them with us to visit Lumbra.
It is best for your friends to stay out of the way.
Because they do not have masks?
Because they may be assumed to be inefficient.
Oh, I'm super efficient.
Inefficiencies are burned.
Burned?
Okay.
Removed. Undone.
I
We
guess
need
we
to go.
can. Okay.
We should just try and be as careful as possible.
As you're saying this, the 8th tower has finished turning from light to dark. And you see the light starting to fade across the city. And you see as blue flame gas torches light up where the darkness starts to overtake the city.
That flame was summoned by the Baron Medulan. It is how I came here. It is what sucked me into the mirror the first time before I appeared on the North Island.
Was that blue flame attached to a guy in a black robe?
Yes. How did you know that?
'Cause I saw him. That's who burned that
And